Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hot Takes. We have a huge episode for you today. A lot of stuff going on. There's the MLB awards this week, obviously college football, NFL slate, huge UFC card, and huge boxing card all this week. I know I didn't predict the Thursday night game last night, but we're going to break that down in a little bit. Let's first start out with the awards for the MLB. In the American League, you had Aaron Judge winning the MVP, and you had Shohei winning the National League MVP. I mean, I like both of those picks, honestly. Some people think Cal should have beat out Judge. I don't think so. I mean, Judge is an all-around better player. But then you get into how many home runs Cal hit this year, and I mean, Judge missed time, so I think they took that into account. But Cal did have a great season, so don't discredit him at all. Then you got the Cy Young winners. It was in the American League, Tariq Skubal, and then in the National League, Paul Skeens, who it seems like he wants out of Pittsburgh. With what the rumors are saying, I know he denied it, but I think he just has to say that. But yeah, that's it for the MLB awards. I mean, we're not really going to break down Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Manager. I mean, that stuff really doesn't matter too much. So we'll move into the college football slate right now. So for the college football slate, we move into two big games actually kicking us off tonight. We have Clemson at number 20, Louisville. Louisville, a 1.5 favorite. I'm going to take Louisville in this one. I like them at home. It's an ACC matchup. It's going to be a close game. Next, you got Minnesota at number 8, Oregon. Oregon should blow this team out. They're a 25-point favorite. Oregon should be beating a lot of teams by more points, but they're not. They haven't really lived up to the expectations of what we thought they were going to be. Then moving into Saturday, you got Wisconsin at Indiana. Give me Indiana. You got South Carolina at Texas A&M. Listen, South Carolina has played the hardest schedule over the past couple weeks. And I think at some point they're going to win one of these games. Do I think it's today? No. I think Texas A&M beats them, but I think South Carolina makes it really close. Next, you got the college game day game of the week. Number 9, Notre Dame at number 22 ranked Pitt. Notre Dame 12.5-point favorite. I don't care. Give me Pitt to upset Notre Dame at home. Then you got 18 Michigan at Northwestern. I'm going to take Michigan to get it done here. You got South Florida at Navy. Give me USF. Then you got Arizona at Cincinnati. I'm going to take an upset here. I'm going to take Cincinnati to not win this game. I'm going to take Arizona to knock them off. Moving into the other ranked matchups later on in the day, you got number 11 Oklahoma at Alabama. Bama only a 5.5-point favorite. This is do or die for Oklahoma. They have to win this game realistically to be in playoff contention. But I'm going to take Bama to kill those hopes. Ty Simpson, again, balling. This is a super good Bama team. Then you got UCF at Texas Tech. I got Texas Tech. NC State at Miami. Miami should win this one. They have to win this. They got to keep rolling to have a chance to make the playoffs. Number 16, Georgia Tech at Boston College. Give me Georgia Tech. Number 21, Iowa at number 17, USC. This should be a good game. I've been raving to you guys all year about that USC offense and how fun it is to watch. They just really need to get the defense together a little more. Give me USC. Then you got 19 Virginia at Duke. I'm taking Duke. Okay, Duke's unranked now, but Virginia are frauds. This team is trash. Um, they're not good. They're not a good football team. Then we'll look at a non-ranked matchup, Maryland at Illinois. I mean, I think that will be a fun one to watch. I'll probably take Illinois, but yeah, definitely going to keep my eyes on that game. Then you got New Mexico State at number 23, Tennessee. Tennessee's going to blow them out. They really have to. They've had some rough past couple weeks, to say the least. You got to feel bad for them, but that's just how it is. Then you got Florida at Ole Miss, number 7 ranked. I'm going to take Ole Miss here. I mean, Florida, they can compete with some of these teams. They just seem to never really get it done. Then we'll look at another non-ranked matchup, Purdue at Washington. I still think Washington's a decent team after the loss. I'm going to take Washington. Then you got UCLA at Ohio State. No contest. Ohio State should blow them out of the water. Then we'll skip down here and save the best game for last. We got TCU at BYU. I'm going to take BYU there. Then the best game for last, Texas at Georgia. If Texas loses another one, I think they're probably out of the playoffs. But Georgia has been rolling. Georgia's a good team. They're at home. They tend to not lose at home. Give me Georgia to knock off Texas. Now let's move into the NFL slate. Okay, now moving on. We have a really fun week, actually, for some of these NFL games. We started off last night with the Jets going to New England, and obviously New England knocked them off. Big game for Drake May again. Diggs had a pretty nice game. But let's talk about Travion Henderson. 3 touchdowns. He's finally popping off, especially after last week, his 2 touchdowns and 2 big run game against the Bucs. They are a team to look out for, especially when Ramondre Stevenson gets healthy. Having both of those 2 in the backfield just makes this offense even more dynamic. Also, shout out to Mac Hollins, who's been balling for them this year. And he was pretty impressive last night. Okay, we'll start off with the 9:30 game in Spain on Sunday. Miami is a slight favorite over Washington. I'm going to take Miami coming off their win against Buffalo. Then you got Carolina at Atlanta. Carolina blew them out earlier this year. Didn't let them score a point. I think the tide's turned. Give me Atlanta at home. Then you got the Bucs at Buffalo. Both coming off big losses. Both these teams need a win to really get themselves rolling again. Give me Tampa Bay to beat Buffalo. Then you got Houston at Tennessee. I like Houston in this one. Tennessee is complete garbage. I like Houston even with Davis Mills. Davis Mills has been doing pretty fine playing for them. So, he'll keep it rolling. And that defense could win them tons of games. Next, you got Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota's a slight favorite at home. J.J. McCarthy sucks. He is not a good quarterback in this league. Give me Chicago. Then you got the Packers at the Giants. The Packers coming off 2 home losses in a row. That has not been seen in a very, very long time. New York starting Jameis Winston this week, but give me Green Bay to bounce back and beat the Giants. Next, you got the Bengals at the Steelers. Cincinnati beat them earlier in the year. The Steelers really can't have nothing to stop those receivers. But also the Bengals defense really has nothing. But I think they split the series. I'm going to take Pittsburgh in this one. Then you have the Rams at Jacksonville. This should be a fun game. Sorry, not the Rams, the Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers, not Los Angeles Rams. My bad on that one. But the Chargers at Jacksonville. I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. Coming off that beatdown of the Steelers last week. I don't think Jacksonville's that good of a team. They just blew that game to Houston last week. So yeah, give me the Chargers on the road. Then you got Seattle at the Rams. Biggest game of the week, maybe game of the year. It's one of the best defenses versus one of the best offenses. The Rams are at home wearing those new, awesome black uniforms. But Seattle has just been ruling on teams. But Matt Stafford's also been ruling and balling out of his mind. I think this one, they're so closely matched to each other that I think it does come down to whose quarterback plays better, realistically. And I think as good as Sam Darnold has been, and as good as Matt Stafford has been, I think Stafford is able to outduel Sam Darnold, and the Rams get this one done in a really close game. Next, you got San Fran at Arizona. Brock Purdy makes his return. Give me the 49ers. Even though Arizona's looked decent lately, outside of last week's performance. But, yeah, having Brock Purdy back, even though I think Mac Jones should have still been the starter. But this 49ers team's getting healthy. They're going to start rolling. Next, you have Baltimore at Cleveland. Give me Baltimore. Then you got Kansas City at Denver. Another really good game. Denver looked really bad last week. Look for their offense to bounce back a little bit, but give me KC in this one. Then you got the Lions at the Eagles. Philly at home coming off a win against Green Bay. The Lions coming off a big blowout win. I'm going to take Philly in this one to get it done. Then the Monday night matchup, final matchup of the week, you got Dallas at Vegas. Give me Dallas in this one. Vegas just can't do anything at all. At least Dallas has an explosive offense. Now let's move into UFC 322. Now let's break down this biggest UFC card of the year. It is a stacked one, even on the prelims. And that is where we will start. We'll start the main event of the early prelims, actually. Kyle Dawkins versus Gerald Meerschaert. Gerald Meerschaert, I mean, he's 37-20, but this dude always finds his way on the big cards, and you really never know what you're going to get from him, honestly, but I'm going to go Kyle Dawkins in this one. Kyle Dawkins is 16-4. He's the younger fighter. He has a little bit more to prove, and I think he needs his win a little more to get himself into the rankings. Then you got Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. I'm going to use my bias pick on this one. Blanchfield is pretty good, pretty fucking good. But, she's younger. She's trying to prove herself, but I'm taking Tracy Cortez bias. Next up, you got Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez is the favorite over Kopylov after Kopylov came off that loss to Paulo Costa. But I'm actually going to take Kopylov to bounce back in this one and win this fight. Next, you got Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. Bo Nickel coming off the first loss in his career to Raider de Ritter. I'm going to take Bo Nickel in this one I think he gets it done on the feet, honestly, instead of on the ground. Yeah, that should finish out the prelims. Next, you move to the main card. You got Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. Banger matchup right here. Beneil is 7 years older, but he has kind of hit a second stride recently, kind of hit like a second prime. But Benoit Saint Denis, dude, he has been ruling lately. I'm going to take Benoit Saint Denis to finish Beneil Dariush in round 2. Then another banger matchup in the welterweight division. Former champion Leon Rocky Edwards takes on Carlos Prates. Coming off that win, Prates of Jeff Neal with that spinning back elbow put him to sleep. I'm going to take Carlos Prates to get this one done and maybe get into some title talks. contention for title talks, is what I meant to say there. Next up, another huge welterweight matchup. You got 18-1 Sean Brady, who realistically should have been the next guy up to fight for the title, but he goes up against 18-0 prospect Michael Morales, who is just a dog, dude. He can put your lights out. He has heavy hands. He has a lot of power. Sean Brady, great grappler. Brady's going to have to try and take him down, but Morales has good hips on the ground. Like, he's good at getting out of bottom position a lot and getting back to his feet. I'm going to take Morales by third round TKO. Next up, title versus title. Well, former champion Zhang Weili, who just vacated her belt to move up, is fighting for the women's flyweight title now against Valentina Shevchenko. Shevchenko is just probably the best all-around fighter in the women's division currently, I'd say. But if you get her off her game plan, she starts to crumble a little bit. But even though Zhang Weili is kind of a dog, if she wants to have a dog fight, I'm going to take Valentina Shevchenko to stick to that game plan and get this one done. Then your main event, Islam Makhachev, moves up to face JDM, Jack Della Maddalena. This is a big one. I mean, listen, everybody is picking Islam Makhachev. Everybody thinks that JDM is a bomb. He doesn't even have a shot. What have you guys watched? I don't understand this. Do people not watch the sport? JDM just shut down Bilal Muhammad, who's a good wrestler. Islam is a better wrestler, yes. But JDM is going to be able to stop these takedowns, and I'm taking JDM round 4 TKO to retain his title. Now, we're going to talk about boxing a little bit. So, there's just one fight I wanted to break down. It's Chris Eubank Jr.'s Conor Ben 2. Eubank won the first fight, the biggest family rivalry in the sport of boxing. But I'm going to take Eubank to get it done again versus Conor Ben this weekend. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I'll see you again next week. Try to be on time next week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.